Hello and welcome to the Spring Fever Fling 36th Annual Tournament sponsored by the OMDGA and the Nebraska Disc Golf Company, who provided the baskets. We also have title sponsors by Vinoy Painting, LTI's Technology Solutions, and our main sponsor, the Disc Store. Alright, let's get started with this. This is the lead card for round 2. Lucas, Will, Nathan, Levi, and Brad. We are at the Walnut Grove. Hole 1 is a turnover or a forehand. You're going to see a mixture of both here. Lucas getting down there pretty well. Here's Will with his backhand approach. Gets some cabbage there. He's calling for it to be good. It is, in fact, pretty good. Gets lucky there. Here's Nathan. This guy is really hilarious and is fast as all get out. Hits a tree. Levi Hancock. He's up here because the KC Wide Open was full. Throws a decent forehand. Brad Vinoy. This guy is the premier athlete in Omaha, basically. He is known for his stuff. There we are. You can see that's as fast as he is. He literally just stepped up and did that. Brad with the layup. Here's Levi with his putt. And in the bucket for his birdie. Looking good. And I can't even say anything about Nathan because he just steps up and does his thing. Will give me a little bit of time. Good birdies for Will. Lucas completely just smashed it. Hole 2. I don't know why the camera is doing that, but this goes over the pond. OB all the way around the entire thing. Drop zone if you miss it. He goes pretty fair. And it looks like Will is going to be behind that big tree. It's going to be a tough little putt right there. Levi. He's going to go deep.
Oh.
Nathan with his super quick run up. And Lucas first 2. Not enough steam on that one. Darn shame. Will for his putt. Awkward stance. Couldn't get anything behind that. Brad Vinoy. Let's go, buddy. Just a giant teddy bear trying to make his putt. And a little bit low. Darn shame. Levi. Will cleans up his par putt pretty easily. And there's a show of how a show of just how fast he is. Great vibes, that dude right there. Lucas for his comebacker. It's probably about 10 feet. Easy. Easy. Lucas is pretty new to the area. Don't really know him that well. Nathan is also newer to the area, as far as I know. Don't really know him that much. But it's a tree, so let's see what Lucas has to say. It's pretty decent looking. Didn't get the turn that you want. You want to kind of get the turn down that hallway to really get like a jump putt at this basket for the, it's a par 4, so it's for the eagle. Will is gonna go right through that gap.
Twice. Jesus.
As you hear, he went through that gap both rounds. Here's Levi. I think he's going for this because he's doing a pretty huge run up. Definitely does not turn that over. Gets a favorable kick, I would say. Brad showing us the line. Kind of falls out of it. Here's his up shot. A nice little forehand flick.
Nice.
Looks good. This disc that Levi's throwing is such a puddle top. If you see, you can see it. If you look, that just concave, super overstable disc though. Never did ask him what it was. All right. Ridiculous.
Oof.
Did you see how fast that guy plays? Like, I have to keep the recording going the entire time. Will, long jump putt, scaring the OB. He is not out of bounds, which is very fortunate. With the OB right next, it's very close. It's like within 10 feet. You can see it right here. Will's disc on the left, kind of there we are. Nice cleanup by Will and Nathan. Levi just kind of came up and tapped in real quick before everybody putted, but everybody cleans up a pretty easy hole. This is hole 4, another par 4. You really want to get a good turn here, but you want it with a, it's like a force flex basically. You want an overstable disc to turn it over and come back. It's a pretty nice shot. Will to try to keep up with that. Not too bad. That'll play. Will Schramm is actually the owner of the Nebraska Disc Golf Company who provided the baskets for this tournament. And here's Levi just crushing on a disc.
Fucking God.
And I just could not believe it. Sorry for the language, everybody. Brad Vinoy with his drive as well. Didn't do too terrible on this one. Nathan just throwing before I can even get over there to record it.
Nice.
Good little layup. Brad just a little jump putt and getting razzed by Levi for being an old man. Lucas laying up. And here's where Levi ended up, almost in the pond off the tee, which is ridiculous. Will for his birdie. Just a little bit too low. Nathan giving Levi he's just taunting him a little bit, telling him same score for such a ridiculous drive. And now we're on to hole 5. Nice little short par 3, kind of a must get. Nathan gets the forehand and it rolls a little bit, and he's like talking to it. Gets some really good luck. Kind of ridiculous how he gets that to happen. Lucas goes long. Levi with his forehand. Oh, that's a huge skip. And that's out of bounds. Oh my gosh, that's a bad luck. Brad here was waiting for this car to go and decided ultimately, screw it, I'm just gonna throw. Ends up hitting the tree, which is the one thing he was trying to miss on this. Here's Will. He's going to be going up the center gap. He doesn't really like to throw those hyzer gaps very much. He really likes these like touchy turnovers. Scares the basket a little bit. Brad for a long look at his birdie. Didn't really put enough on it. Here's Lucas with his long birdie look. Looks more like a layup. Levi hitting the band. Not too happy about that one. And now it looks like everybody's just going to clean up. Will gets the birdie. Lucas in for par. Brad in for par. Yeah, okay. I didn't think he would miss that one. And Levi taking Nathan's disc out just to use it for his own putt. A little bit of mind games, I think. Hole 6, here's Nathan going the hyzer route. Ooh, scaring the basket a little bit. Will probably doing the same thing as before. Looks like a putter in his hand. Yep, right up the center. That looks pretty good. Lucas looking like he's going to do the same. That looks pretty good. Brad going with his hyzer. And here's Levi. It's like a forehand. A bit of a turnover. That looks pretty good. Lucas for bird. Decent putt. And the instant go from Nathan. Really hard to record him when he just does his thing. This should be, you know, pretty much everybody's cleaning up. And we got ourselves a star frame. Look at that. It's a wonderful thing to see. Hole 7. This is a downhill hole. This is going to go forehand. It's a big skip and a roll to the basket. Will's eyeing up the... Is that the hyzer gap? That is the hyzer gap. Or is he going down the center? Color me surprised. Kind of a big skip back up the hill. Not great. Lucas lining up that forehand. It's a pretty good spot. Brad with his forehand. Popular choice. Landed pretty nicely. Levi going with his forehand. Looked good from up there. Looks like he's a little long. Will looks like he's laying up. And Lucas missing another putt. That's not great. Kid in the background trying to razz Levi, and Levi just smashes that putt. Great concentration there. Can't even talk about Nathan's putt because he just zoomed straight through it. Here's Brad cleaning up his putt for birdie. And Lucas and Will should just tap right in. Starting to look like we got a battle on our hands. Nathan getting a good rollout off the base of that tree. Looks like he rolled closer to the basket on that one. Brad throwing a great shot. Corrected off his round 1 mistake, which he hit that tree on the right side. Levi not liking it out of his hand. It's going to be ending up left of the pin. I'm going to assume he missed his line on that one. Here's a long look for a birdie from Will. quick and good putt from Nathan. Levi's definitely frustrated with this putting right now. And Lucas not showing much emotion, even though he's missed 2 putts inside the circle, back to back. And Levi getting Will with the putter borrow. There's hole 9. Can't see the pin from here, so I had to hold the camera up in the air. Hope to see it a little bit better. Or at least see the throws a little bit better. So far, it looks like they're doing pretty well.
Listen.
Brad calling for listening for the chains.
Just the tops of our heads.
Doesn't quite get this one turned over like he would like. He's going to be left of the basket. And Will right off the top. A layup from Nathan. Kind of out of position from that one. Could have probably run it. There's a good putt from Lucas to make up for the last 2 that he missed. Brad with a solid putt. And it was a little bit windy here. Not the windiest, it was all day pretty much. Levi throwing that one in. Pretty nice and easy. And now we're on to hole 10 of the front. This will be the last hole of the front 10.
That'll work.
Looks pretty good. Levi was definitely going for this one. Just hits a tree limb and unfortunately will not be putting for eagle. Ooh, that's a late release. It's gonna have some fun over there. Looks like he's going to be safe over there, I think. A little low from Will, but that'll play. Lucas hits a tree on his upshot. A little bit unfortunate. Nathan going with his. And that's pretty well done. Some routine upshots. Looks like Brad's just gonna like to throw a layup. Not even gonna try to jump putt that. I think it might be just a little bit outside the range. Here's Lucas from downtown. And it looks more like a layup to me. Ooh, that's not something you like to see. Nathan just doing what he does best, going up and just slamming it in. And then we'll have a bunch of tap-ins. So this will be the front nine. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll get the whole scores here real quick so you can see where they end up and where we're going to start the back nine. Looks like Nathan has overtaken Lucas. Leaderboard shakeup. Looks like we got quite a bit of movement going on.